Hello everyone, Namaste. My name is Lucia. Thank you for watching this video. We're here now at the beautiful and lush Loesje Park, and my guest with me is Lucia Jacob from Okanagan Valley in British Columbia. Right, thank you, Lucia.
Thank you for
Hello.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's great. I like the way that you pronounced Okanagan Valley. It makes it sound so interesting and mystical.
And elven, right? Like elven, mystical land, right?
Yeah.
Lucia, for those people who do not know who you are, right? Could you tell us a little bit about yourself and your work? You're actually a BodyTalk expert and specialist, and she's from her company, Linking Awareness Ventures.
Yeah.
Right? And it's very interesting. So, but I don't want to tell them. I don't want to unwrap the present. I'll let you do it. So, could you tell us more about yourself?
Well, I'd like to just say I'm a dog groomer. Well, I was a dog groomer and dog trainer. And through having my hands on the animals 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, I started to realize I was picking up information from the animals and with my hands on them. And so that's 30 years ago. It gave me a lot of questions. And through that experience, I started to have a lot of questions about reality, about who's talking, the animals are talking, who's talking. And then the animals started telling me, you have to help the humans because we're helping the humans heal and change. If you help us, it'll help the humans more. And it's like, but I'm dog groomer, right? And so, make a long story short, the BodyTalk system showed up, and it gave me a really powerful tool to reestablish communication within the body-mind of the animals, of a tree, of a human being, and our interdimensional star friends as well.
Yes.
So it gave me the capacity to use formats or formulas to reestablish communication right down to a quantum cellular level. Awesome. But in order to do that, I have to be able to listen and receive information, whether it's from an animal, from one of the cells in your body thinks it's an individual, whether it's a tree or a rock, everything is consciousness.
Yes, it totally is. It's all connected, and it's all speaking to you. If you can tune in, and all of us have the ability. It's just that we've forgotten that wisdom and the ability because we're so blocked off by modern day society and people telling you it's hocus pocus, but it's actually when you are in tune with yourself and then you seem to feel grounded, you sense them communicating with you. And people like you actually teach us to remember to reconnect with ourselves and Mother Earth and establish that connection again so that we can communicate and be one with nature.
Yeah, and I really, at some level, think that's our biggest disconnect is from nature or nature mind or the one aspect of the universe. And for me, that's the aspect of the universe that never forgot is nature.
Yeah.
It is the trees and it is the animals. But we thought that because they didn't have a voice and words, that they didn't have any intelligence or consciousness.
Yes.
Well, we now know that's not true.
Yes, they actually connect with you telepathically or telepathically, right? So, speaking of communicating and connecting with nature and animals, that's exactly basically what Linking Awareness Adventures does. You bring groups of people all over the world, from the savannah to Rocky Mountains to the Sahara Desert or wherever you're going, the safaris in Africa, and you take them to all these interesting places to commune with nature and get in touch with the orangutans, the giraffes, the wildlife, the elephants. Could you tell us more? It sounds so interesting. I want to sign up already with one of your adventures.
It's very interesting. I did a lot of work with a class that was called Mindscape, and it's all about being able to go into alpha mind and to receive information beyond the conscious mind. And my daughter also took the classes, but when she took the classes, she said, "Mom, I already do this." I said, "I know, it's a natural state."
Yes.
So the animals have been talking a long time about communicating and receiving information and sharing that information, so being a speaker for the animal kingdom.
Yes.
But my thing was, how could I do that? How could I teach it? But also, how could I take it out of the realms of anthropomorphizing the animals and over emotionalizing them and getting into that rescue archetype and poor animal, because they have a very distinct journey and purpose on the earth.
Yes.
So my daughter Emily and I went into Alpha Mind together, and we basically received a gift. I really believe it was a gift of a download of a journey that we've now put on a CD that people can use to help get themselves into that state of heart brain, or that oneness state through the frequencies of the heart brain. So now we've dropped into a different brainwave state. I'm actually don't even know what to call it at this point. Is it theta? Is it gamma? Is it what? But it's not like alpha. And so you let go of another layer of the intellectual interference, and you go into the heart. So over the last 6 years, we've taught well over 1,000 people this class. People are having amazing experiences, everything from Kundalini awakenings to being able to realize they can communicate with an elephant, with their dog, with a cat, with the goldfish, because everything has consciousness.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it's great.
Very interesting. Right. Could you tell us more about BodyTalk? What exactly is BodyTalk?
Wow, this is the elevator speech that everyone gets afraid of. What is body talk? I could say body talk is whole health care, but then you can say, what is whole health care?
Yeah.
How about this? I teach you in linking awareness to listen to the body talk. And then you learn through body talk to ask in a procedure format, what is not communicating within your system? Can I help you to reestablish this communication? Oh, by the way, body, what order do you want to sequence the reestablishing or the linking things together so that you could heal? Because I'm not healing you.
Yes.
You're continuously healing yourself.
Yes, all healing stems from self-healing first.
Absolutely.
Right, so we need to be in touch with our own bodies, and then from that space, you're able to then connect to other people's bodies, as well as the plants and animals.
Absolutely.
Right? And then to the greater consciousness.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and like what you say, the extraterrestrials, everything that exists.
All our friends, yeah.
Awesome.
And so then through the concept of linking awareness, we're working at removing the filters around the subtle senses. Some people would call the psychic senses. So as I get clear in receiving information from your body, I use the format of body talk to listen to your body and then support it to reestablish communication. But guess what? Not how I think it should happen, what your body says. So your body's talking to me, telling me how it wants to reestablish communication.
Yes.
I use tools that I have to support it, and if I don't, then your body will tell me who else you want to see.
Yeah, so it's actually an intuitive communication,
Absolutely.
intuitive process, right?
Yeah.
I couldn't help but just observe your beautiful jewelry, from your moonstone earring to this interesting triangular sapphire colored pendant with a third eye embedded in it. Can you tell us more about this?
This
Even
one
the
here?
Labradorite, it's
Yeah.
beautiful. Yeah, look at your color sense. I love it. I just adore it.
For some reason, I want to talk about this. I was in the Raja Ampat
Yeah.
a week ago, having a break and being with the ocean and the sea life, and I lost one of my earrings, and it dropped into the ocean.
Well, you want to be with the ocean.
So I didn't know what to do, so the ocean gave me back another earring.
Whoa, wow. Is this a coral, huh?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the ocean and I had a little exchange.
Okay.
Anyways, how about this is a linking awareness pendant.
Uh-huh.
We could call it an interdimensional intercellular communication device.
Yes.
So it's actually lab-grown crystal, and it's got the Star of David or Star Tetrahedron. It's cut by a guy who used to cut for Vogel. Each one is individually cut
And unique.
very unique. But then what we do is we use scalar wave technology, and we download the heart field coherence waves.
Yes.
So that helps you to support your heart field biofield, or I like to think about it more if we put a circle around it. It supports my Merkaba, my personal light chip. And then we also have scalar wave download my CDs onto it, which helps support people with the nonverbal communication. When you go to a class or a group setting, it's great because we create a morphogenic field of likeness.
I like that morphogenic feel on likeness,
Right?
Yes.
And so people have great experiences, they have clarity, and they're all excited. Now they go home, and after a week or two, they go, oh, I can't do it anymore, it doesn't work. Why did it work in class?
Yeah.
Because you're part of that field of likeness and it supports you. So my thing was, what could I give my class participants in linking awareness as a support tool?
Yes.
So they get a CD with 4 different downloads and music, but they also have the opportunity to buy a pendant, which helps support, keep that field of the heart so they can continue to communicate.
That's awesome. So it's not only a beautiful souvenir to take home, but it actually has a practical purpose. It stems your experience from your workshops.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And I want to tell you, because this is exciting for me, in our level 2 of linking awareness, we are now learning how to use this as a healing device.
Nice.
It has a masculine, feminine aspect to it, so it can draw It can draw things out of the system and clear it, or it can help as a laser beam to fragment blockages. So we're just starting to learn about that aspect of the crystal as well.
I see, I see. Where can the audience go to like buy some of your merchandise from your jewelry as well as to your CDs?
Yeah, so coming to a class is the best because then you start to learn how to understand it.
Yes.
You can buy the Lincoln Awareness pendants by emailing me through my website, lincolnawareness.com, and definitely I believe all of this needs to be experiential as well.
Yes.
I think online learning is amazing to get a basic understanding, but there's something...
Nothing beats the experiential awareness that you get from only actually being personally present at one of your adventures or workshops, right?
Yeah.
Speaking of that, what are some of your ongoing as well as upcoming events and workshops that you have? Because you're traveling all over the world and she's been doing it since 2001 in this work and connecting humans with their true self, with nature.
Yeah.
Right. So can you tell us more?
Well, linking awareness concept of opening the subtle sense awareness really connects with any other modality you've learned. So that's the first thing I'd like to say. And certainly I'm a senior instructor with the BodyTalk system. So that means I train instructors, I teach basic classes for participants that want to learn to be a practitioner. I also develop the animal program. So linking awareness and BodyTalk really are interconnected for me. So as I travel the world, I have a lot of classes, either BodyTalk or linking awareness adventure classes, as well as a lot of big projects, because they all work together. So we just came from Indonesia, and we were there for 6 weeks, and we sponsored, I think, 20 people in one class from Indonesia who couldn't afford the classes. So we do a self-funded projects where we do a practitioner development for BodyTalk and linking awareness, as well as sponsoring Indonesians, and they come to the class. Then we take our students for experiential learning. We went into hospitals. We worked with Dr. Eric, he's an internist. We worked with dentists, and we went into the hospitals and did sessions for everything from acute patients to little children. And then we went into the orphanages, did sessions for them, healing work, but also teach them a basic healing tool, which is a part of BodyTalk. It's called BodyTalk Access. So we leave the children, we leave the hospital patients with a tool they can use to help their body self-heal continually.
I like that. It really resonates with me, giving back to the community, the local community of all the areas and places that you visit. And it's empowering and assisting them to be independent after you leave. They still can support themselves. It's like kind of like not just feeding them a fish, but giving them the net, teaching them how to fish so they can be self-sufficient.
That's it.
Yeah, it's awesome.
That's it.
Yeah, thank you for your service and your work. What you do is very meaningful, and it's what we need right now. This is a time for us to awaken and get back to our real self, which is our natural self. Being in touch with Mother Gaia, who's given us so much.
Well, and I really want to talk about one other thing, because we had an amazing project where we sponsored 48 participants, international from around the world, and 25 vet students and veterinarians from Indonesia. And so we started this project this year, and we have shared linking awareness and a basic BodyTalk class. It's called BodyTalk Access for Animals. And we will be going back next year and working with the vets and the veterinary students more. I think it's huge because this is integrative medicine. And this is about integrating consciousness medicine with allopathic. So whether we're working with hospitals and doctors or veterinarians, we're working with the allopathic healers, and we're showing each other that we're actually a team. So I'm very excited.
Yes. Yeah, I wish you success on that project, Thank you again.
Thank you.
And we hope to have you come back to Singapore and share with us a different aspect and more stories of your beautiful adventures with the animals and nature and all these exotic locations. Right. Thank you, luscious Lucia. Alright, please support Lucia and her work. Please go to her website, Living Awareness.
So linkingawareness.com.
Yes. And you have a Facebook page as well.
Facebook is under my name right now, Lucia Jacob. So if you're going to friend me, make sure that you know I know you.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you guys for watching this video. We hope to see you again in my next video. Please subscribe to my video channel. And I love you all. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Luke, for everything that you're doing by sharing awareness through these videos.